CGC Comics. My name's Mike, and I want to let you know about Action Comics number 1. It's sold at auction for $3.25 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of dough. It was an 8.5. It was a private sale. It was certified by CGC, and at the time, in April 2021, it was the highest comic ever sold, and sold private. But I think a month later after that, Amazing Fantasy 15, the first appearance of Spider-Man, 9.6, sold for $3.6 million. So that became the highest comic ever sold at auction or private sale. But I want to show you today my Action Comics number 1. It's a reprint. There's probably about 10 different variants of reprints of Action Comics number 1. I think the first one was like the Safeguard in 1975, I believe. But there's a lot of different ones. But if you can't afford the original Action Comics number 1 for $3.25 million, then this is your best bet. You can get this one right here. I looked at it on eBay for $30 to $40 raw. It's still wrapped up in the wrapper. I got it because it looks cool. It looks different. When I bought it on eBay years ago, about like 4 or 5 years ago maybe. It was wrapped up and in plastic, and I thought I was gonna get like a 9.8, 9.6. I kind of got disappointed when I got it back and it came back 9.2. I was like, why? It's been in the wrapper. But you never know. It may have got squished when with the other comics were on top of it. This came out in 98, so a lot's happened since then. You know, just because it's in a wrapper doesn't mean that it's a gin mint, unfortunately. But it still looks great, and I'm happy with it. It's slabbed with this variant here. This U.S. Postal Edition variant. There's not too many of them that are graded by CGC. There's probably like 15 or 16, and it's good that I have, you know, one of them. So here it is. Let me show you guys. So like I said, it's a 9.2, and it does say reprint on there. Action Comics number 1, DC Comics 1998, white pages. U.S. Postal Edition commemorates the stamp first day of issue edition. Polybag remove. So when it says polybag remove, that means there was a plastic over it, and then CGC, the grading company, had to rip open the plastic, so it was brand new, and they put it on there, which is pretty cool. It's showing that it was opened by them. It wasn't opened by me or anybody else. This has a little flap on it. That's the stamp there, the U.S. Postal Edition. That's their personal Superman stamp. I'm not sure if they still sell that now, but it's a pretty cool stamp if you can get your hands on one. And it's actually comes in the back. I know this one's missing like the 10 cent on the side, but it's supposed to have like all the same coupons and everything of the original Action Comics back in 1938. But I'm still happy. The color looks pretty good. That's the back there. That's the front. Superman is my favorite superhero. He's real big in my family. I even have a tattoo of him on my arm, the symbol. I think he's a pretty cool character. He's one of the first superheroes to basically like the grandfather of all the superheroes that came after him because he did so successful. He is super powerful, and I like that he always does good, no matter what the cost is. He always he doesn't kill. He does all these things that he think is right, and a lot of people, they kind of lose their way. And Superman is like the most humblest person. He always will fight to do the right thing, and that's great. Not a lot of people can do that, but he's Superman. So if anybody can, he's the only one that can. But I like this comic here. It's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind buying some raw copies and then maybe sending them eventually. Now this case I got is kind of thin. I got this slabbed, I want to say about 4 years ago maybe. I had probably the comic about almost a year before I got it slabbed. So this is kind of like the little bit older case. I kind of like the newer ones are thicker, but it's still a good case. I know the new slabs, they have like white pages, but they have it over here on this side, and their font's a little bit better. But this is probably one of the last slabs of the older case, and it's real thin. So I wouldn't mind buying another one on eBay for like 30-40 bucks. One that says near mint, of course. Sending that one and hopefully get a 9.6, 9.8. But yeah, if you like Action Comics, I suggest you buy one raw. You can actually read it if you want to. So it's 30-40 bucks. They're still out there. You can find another different version of a reprint, but I think you have to have Action Comics in your collection to be a true comic fan. It's the comic that started it all, so you have to have it. And I actually have the Death of Superman one too, so I have the beginning and the death, and then I have the other one that he comes back to life. So I'm a big Superman fan, guys, and I hope you like my comics, and please subscribe for more. I can't wait to show you more content. And I got my merch coming in pretty soon. It's taken a while because of the holidays. They got kind of booked up, but I can't wait to show you my merch. So thank you, and have a nice rest of the night.